Hello there, my name is Brizzy,
And I'm Simon.
and we are Side Quests, and we are back playing again.
Home gone.
Home gone. Home gone. We'd gotten a little
Inog
bit into this,
Emo.
and then my computer just lost itself, and so
She forgot to turn the
touchpad off.
touchpad off and kind of like got cat fur off of it, and it just decided it was done with everything.
It was just gonna destroy literally everything.
It was just all the way done. Kind
It
of
was-
like the fish sticks that we
That
could.
you just, yeah. They were a little done, but they were a little crunchy, but they were still delicious.
We had fish sticks going while the Let's Play was going, and then we got left in for like 10 minutes too long.
Something like that. You have a
But they
timer
were still
going for
fine.
us now?
Not yet.
No worries. Okay.
Stop rushing me one.
Sorry.
There we go.
Um,
So up that way is where we found the code for the
safe.
safe.
Okay. Go back and find it again. Hold that handle. Hold the string. Back in my room.
Code's behind you.
Those things.
Yeah,
That's right. Yep. Nope. Too far.
right there.
Nope, On the
1963.
ground. Nope. On the ground. 1963. Now, was it faster to go this way or
No,
this way?
that way.
Okay.
I don't think you can get to it from outside of these tunnels. Nope. That way.
Okay. How cool would it be to like have this house? Like that would be so
I don't know. I'd be freaked.
rad.
I think I would be freaked out.
I would be all about like these like hidden compartments and stuff. I think that would be so cool. Like the Narnia book, the very first Narnia book, and they found like a secret tunnel between the two kids' houses.
Okay, your Narnia books came out of order from my Narnia books. So which book do you mean?
That was the very first one, the Magician's Nephew.
Okay, because my set of Narnia. No, I was right. It's on 963. Because my set of Narnia books came, and I don't know if that was the way that he, in like the order he wrote them, but it was like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was first, and then whatever the one that follows that one is,
I think that's Caspian.
and then after that was A Horse and His Boy,
Mm-hmm.
because I loved that one.
Yeah.
Talking horses, that is my shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what the fourth one was. The fourth one might have been whichever one was the first one for you.
The Magician's Nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Magician's Nephew was definitely the first one because that's where Narnia's created.
Yeah. And I never really understood why they came out, like, why it was a different order like that.
Didn't even throw that one yet. What is this?
It's the Aquatail.
Aquatail for
Constipation. Occasional constipation.
if you're constantly not pooping.
I've never pooped in my life.
Yeah, I don't even know what pooping is.
That's why my eyes are brown. It's just because I'm still
So
full of all that shit.
I've
I've not heard that joke my whole life.
My eyes are like green and brown, so I won't really go into what that means.
You need to see a doctor.
Oh, I forgot to actually.
It's morphine.
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 I love the idea
Tartrate.
of morphine for like fictional settings, but I'm kind of scared of it for real life.
I was gonna say, you've never been on morphine.
I have not. The closest I've come is Vicodin. Return to sender. So Oscar,
Mason, that's
Mason.
your
our great uncle,
yeah, your psycho great uncle.
this got returned to sender. I can't tell if that's like the.
I don't think that's the post office. I think that was
she wrote
probably
it and just
her.
crossed it out and
Yeah.
just like, I'm not even opening this.
Because he mentions in this letter that you're about to read that he did something bad and she might not respond to it.
Yeah. Dear sister, I write what shall be my last appeal to you to go unanswered one way or another. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for commune. Only one mind examining itself, endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only bare forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, sacrificed to prove my commitment, However, I can imagine since Mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If so, if no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. I don't know if that's referring to, like, maybe he, like, whatever, did
We
some,
didn't know what that one was about anyway.
something he shouldn't like with somebody underage, or if maybe he had, like, a gay encounter. I'm kind of leaning towards the gay encounter just because of how the rest of the game is gone, but...
It could have been something with drugs, because look, he's got a bunch of drugs in his safe, and
Yeah.
he's got the tubing in there, and the 2 syringes, so he could have, that could be why he sold his pharmacy so suddenly.
Yeah.
I got weird
Somebody
vibes.
had some blackmail on him.
I got some weird vibes from, like, the stuff about Terry being down here in the, like, most dark, dank corner
Right
of the
here.
basement. This is literally as far down in the house as you can go, in the most out-of-the-way corner you can go, and there's, like, a bedroom right there. And these markings about Terry, so...
That stop at age 12.
Yeah, that stop at age 12, so, like, there's some very creepy vibes here.
I agree. Where it could be something that was
We
both
don't have
gay
the light, so we can't see right
and
there.
underage. And I don't want to think that about the uncle, especially when we don't know. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go accusing this fictional character of, like, having molested a kid when we could be completely off base.
it kind of
But-
leans that way, though, and that might explain, like, well, I'll wait till we find some more of this stuff.
You're going the wrong way.
That's what I meant to do. I meant it was nice to meet
No,
you that
that's
time
just
that
where
I met you.
There's nowhere to go.
The daytime.
Oh my god, we just came from there!
I don't know. Guide me. Where do I go? Here?
Turn around.
Turn around.
Go that way.
Oh. Every now and
This
then
is like
I get
worse
a
than the first
little
time we were
bit
trying when the
funny
fish
and
sticks
I'm
were still
never going
cooking.
round. I'm just singing because I'm not paying attention to your accusations. Turn around.
Right.
Every now-
Right.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes I just want to come over here and, look at this light. That's kind of cool. Oh, look it. What the? It turns back on?
No.
Wait. What? What the? This is truly amazing. I can't believe what electricity can do these days.
We did all this crap.
Yeah, I remember that stuff. All of my junk on the floor. Looking like a fool with the junk on the floor.
There we go.
Light on.
Dear head conservationist Greenberg,
Conservationist.
due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn, that was a prescribed burn
It's like
operation last year, and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of regional conservation management director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at the Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting would be at the regional management building located at blah blah blah, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Signed, Bruce Pendleton.
Bruce So, she's moving positions, but Ranger Rick might be having her old job. I mean,
Might
she got
stay.
like a promotion, but...
Who knows? We're about to find something from Ranger Rick here pretty soon.
En español.
In Spanish, in
Sí.
Spanish.
Es verdad. Qué fabulosa.
I don't like that folder. I like the one we find later.
Oh, these folders kind of cool.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, I didn't even notice these.
I
Okay.
missed this part before.
Daniel. Okay, let me see. Daniel says he's coming over to get his game back. Call Daniel back.
There's a thingy.
Yeah, let's see what this is. Inside Edition documentary. Investigative team visits camp whose specialists help adolescents overcome deviant behavior and homosexuality.
Parents.
Oh, you just overcome homosexuality. It's kind of like when you have a cold and it just doesn't want to go away. You keep coughing, you know. You just kind of... Sometimes you're just gay a little bit longer, but, you know, you always overcome it.
You still have some of the symptoms for a little while, even after you're not contagious anymore.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
Restory.
Do you see how the light is kind of messing up with the rain texture on the window?
Yeah. Reminds me of being in the tiki room.
The lights don't do that in the tiki room.
What?
You're
No.
so fucking
It
wrong.
just reminds me of it. Hey, Lonnie. Sorry my mom was a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her force is like an hour away. And when she is home, she takes it on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family. She knows. So you won't call her out on it. And I'm sorry.
Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have your mom every day.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain.
No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind.
So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida?
No!
Daggers flying down, lightning, vampire and some gravestones. Tell us how you really feel, Lonnie. What do we got down here?
It's got the froth.
Frost. Music and culture. 94. Tincture. Poughkeepsie's. Poughkeepsie's Teenagers of the Years.
Guided by voices. Medicine.
Just medicine. That's a good highlight. No, now I can't think of the word I mean. A newspaper title. Headline. That's what I was going for.
Just gonna waddle along.
Waddle along here. Just kind of like imagine her like squatting and just kind of almost made it down the grate there. National tickets.
This is Mom's secret.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Civic Auditorium. February 23rd. Ooh. That's the day after my dad's birthday.
Joel
Dun,
Cameras.
dun, dun, dun,
It looks like Mom might not have gone though.
Oh yeah, it's not ripped off. I didn't even think about that. Let's grill tonight. Oh, I even forgot that. Shadows pass the night.
Sam. The skull is the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. P.S. Treasure it always.
And that would be the skull that we
That was on like
found.
the trophy.
Yeah. I had like 4 trophies. Well, Caitlin had like 4 trophies, and she just had a skull.
I only have 2.
Because I was getting check pluses on my homework, and she was getting seamies. It's a nice, functional purse. Just the kind of purchase.
It's the exact same purse that she had upstairs, just a different color. This one's black for your formal occasion.
Gotta go with all of her outfits. Pamphlet. Research and education. Take care of our forests. It looks like it's got a photocopy. Anything else?
Yeah, that's the note.
Hi, Jen. I just got 2 tickets for EWF, Earth, Wind, and Fire, on Thursday. But my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might just be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Rick.
Is that how he says his name?
Yes. He's Hispanic. He's from Spain. So, made a point of talking about his girlfriend, but was also still inviting her on a not date. Another of the postcards I sent. That's a big old.
It is a big old. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo Donatello and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. Love, Katie. God, no butts in heaven.
Get out of here.
There's no butts in heaven.
There's our magazine, Kicking Against the Patriarchy. A copy of it. There's our characters
There's Edward Elric.
and his first mate.
The disciplinary slip for Sam.
Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents. Out of school suspension from the 24th to the 28th.
Which, like we were saying before, not really a punishment. Oh no, school doesn't want me there for 4 days.
I have to not go to school. This is,
11th grade.
yeah, junior year?
Mm-hmm. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed when Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so you don't have to do this, or so this won't have to happen again. Ned.
Seems so strict. But I don't know.
Kind of shit my mom would do, except she wouldn't have wrote a note.
Yeah.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight.
Told her I like.
One you were never gonna need to have.
What do you know?
I mean, you've known, right?
Yeah.
I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Like 2 months? What are we saying?
I mean, you are only like 16, so.
16 or 17. It's 11th grade. No 16 or 17-year-old would know what orientation they are. Unless you're straight, in which case you should know that.
I mean, straight is
Say,
God's way, so you obviously start out that way.
Yeah. That's what Jesus wants from us. Grab button. Oh, that would be me not crouching. Not grabbing the button. The gits. You are a git. Open this. Right
Wait.
into myself.
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there. Waddle my way around. I like how I was just like throwing all the plates on the ground while we were hearing that narration. Narration.
Put it away.
Hitting myself with the doors.
Nothing in there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Why can I even open it? How much you want to bet this is soft face? Soft face.
There was like no point in betting one way or the other. It was gonna be soft face.
It sure was, too.
There's a drawer there.
Got a rainbow last night. What do we got? What do we get? What do we get? A letter.
This is where you cleared the cat fur from your touchpad and broke everything.
Oh yeah. First off, congratulations, Janice Greenbrier, regional director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're gonna take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast! You sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You sure they're not serious?
Well, it sounds like Mom did go.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't rip the ticket.
Yeah, and it just kind of sounds like they might have had a moment. Okay, so we have to figure out when we will see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulating margarita, boss baby. Soon. Love, Carol.
Alright, so Mom did go with Ranger
She did
Rick.
go, and they had a moment.
They had a good time.
They did have a good time.
Capital G, capital T. They had a good time.
So, crumpled manuscript. Don't give up on this, honey. So Dad was writing a manuscript.
Maybe it's the next one?
Yeah. But looks like he was
Not
not
happy
too
with
happy with it. Flip. Go on the ground.
I think you're right, Dad. Oh my god, dark.
See, there it is. All right. Let's see. Okay. I've already been
there's
that
some-
way.
Wait, what? What's on the floor over there? Oh, that's the lead you hear.
Oh, that's right. Hard to know what's the game leaving clues and what's me just leaving trash. Okay, here we go. Next adventure. Cards.
Or Japanese playing cards. Tape in there.
What's this one? Bratmobile, some special.
Oh.
Oh.
Dad's books. Accidental Savior.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that was crumpled up in the other room?
No, Accidental Warrior was the one that he
Oh,
was
okay.
just working on.
That's
a
I like the
weird
cover.
cover.
The Accidental Savior. Another unknown dimension literary discover. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? No one. Water. Alright.
Notes on the fridge. Notes on the fridge.
Making my way to read the notes on the fridge. Ooh, we can open the fridge. Oh. Well, that works. Anything good in the freezer. Frozen spinach. I'm just gonna ruin all their frozen food. That's what you get for not
Frozen
being
corn.
home. Whole kernels even.
More
Bag of spinach. Box. Bag of whole kernel corn. Corn and spinach. That's
Why
all
do
you
they
eat
even
here.
want you back in this house?
I don't know. Because I get check marks on my grades and I'm not gay. Sayer's Finest Cookie Caramel. That sounds delicious. I could go for that. That's gonna
If you
melt down.
turned towards the dining room, like not after, hey, we just eat that. And there was just someone in the dining room just staring at you.
As I'm throwing everything on the ground, just like, hey. I knock him out with it and run away. Like in Hitman. How many bags of goddamn corn do they need?
They're like your dad and Janice. They need lots of it.
Stock up on it. In the fridge. Bulk. Used by June 6th.
Still good for like 4 days because her ticket was on June 1st.
It's just a full gallon of milk.
Some soda.
Cola! Some Russian dressing.
Gross.
I don't think I've ever tried Russian dressing.
Gross.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like gross.
It tastes like Russian?
Yes. Which is why it's gross.
Eat a little bit.
More
and you're
milk?
Like thus with more milk. Why is there more milk? Fuck.
Maybe the other one wasn't 2%, and someone gets picky.
Relish. No,
Sweet
thank you.
pickle relish.
Pickle relish. For a second, what's this?
Raspberry jam.
Raspberry jam. 17.
American cheese.
Sandwich slices. Only 79 cents for that cheese. You know
American
it's-
cheese?
You know it's good quality food. Oh, a banana.
That banana needs to be eaten.
It does. It's getting a little near the edge there. Somebody will slip on it. For an apple. What's worse than taking a bite of an apple and finding a worm in it?
Finding it on the kitchen floor?
Finding half a worm in it.
Oh. You didn't check the bottom drawer. You didn't check the bottom drawer.
Well, I don't want to read you yet.
Close the close both of the doors, you animal.
I guess we don't want to waste all the lessons. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair requesting the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermock. Hey, isn't that Ranger Rick?
Is it?
I remember the last name Pattermock. But
Maybe
I don't
it
remember
is.
why. Sunday,
Oh man, that's gotta burn.
Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995. Why? And 4:30 in the afternoon, Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon.
That's gotta burn right
yeah,
there.
right? You're invited to the wedding. I'm almost positive that's his last name. Sam scheduled working at the Crown Burger. Oh, so she got a job at Crown Burger. I wonder what that could be referring to.
Don't know.
3 to
Monday,
7.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 to 7. Saturday, 12 to 6.
She's working 5 days a week.
Eh, not too long though. She's got
Little 6-hour shifts and
She's got
3,
4
4, 5, 6,
hours.
7, yeah, 4, and then 6 on the weekend. So not crazy long shifts. I think I was working like that. in high
there's
school.
Amore Pizza.
That's amore.
She gets that pizza so often. Why didn't she just work there?
Yeah, I get some free pizza.
See, there's more pizza on the table. They eat a lot of that pizza.
Yeah, but Burger Crown. Maybe they weren't hiring right now. Don't
Maybe
mind
she
me.
just
I
wanted
just feel the
some-
need to literally throw every single item on the floor, or I will not be satisfied with this playthrough.
Maybe she just wanted some variety. It is the spice of life.
We could have been done with this game by now.
I know,
except
we
that
could.
I need to. I literally, I have to throw everything on the floor. Get out of here.
Well, someone already went through these drawers for you. I bet she took the silver.
Oh, I bet you're right. She took the VCR. She took the silver. Oh my god. Give us
Samantha and Danielle
Daniel.
were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were in a adventure. But they went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. Neil said, "Are you scarred?" So
She should be able to spell her own name. But anyway.
So, Smatha
Not her
said,
maid.
"No, are you?" They laced and wheat mirror into the bad part. Then they wheat to a part there was never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship.
People.
On a auction, Spencer said, "I will be the captain, and you be the the first mate, Danielle, said, aye, Captain. And they went on the Pirate ship and started salary away.
Come sailor away, come salary away, come salary away with me.
So she's been writing this ship for a long, the story for a long time.
It's literally the first story she ever wrote. She's just been world building since.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay.
Good old Daniel.
For some reason, I almost believed him.
Sitting on the table, I'm just okay.
You know what though? Sometimes that just happens. Like everything's going good, and then one little thing happens, and you're like, "Oh, guess we're sobbing today."
Yeah, no, you know that when I'm at work, I tend to listen to a YouTube channel. I think it's called Mr. Theme Park Audios. I listen to the Disney stuff, and I got really bored with the playlist the other day because I've been all through it. So I went to the California Adventure and I listened to World of Color for the first time in a long time. And just like the opening to World of Color kind of did it, and then when it gets to that sad part where Simba's like, "Dad," and it goes into the sad song, I was like, "Nope, it's not. Nope."
It's not a tear in my eye.
Make it become a bad sport.
Oh, that's a good painting.
Shoosh.
That looks extremely phallic.
It really
too.
does.
Like it's like over the top phallic. Like
It was for Major Rick.
yeah, he's like, "Hey, this reminded me of you." This is the
It's
best.
gonna be like that
room.
one part of the kitchen is really
Oh.
full.
I was really hoping I could do like each
No.
individual plate.
That would like take this playthrough from maybe being like 45 minutes to just going on forever.
Shoosh. Mater.
Snooter mater.
That's so funny. That,
Thank you, people. You bring light to everyone's lives.
What do we got going on here? Whoa, too big. Okay.
To Zoom.
Katie comes home this month. We'll call with exact date.
Rick's wedding was crossed out.
Ooh. Look, she
Lydia's
started her
canceled?
anniversary trip instead. She was like, you know what? Fuck that. Anniversary trip.
Yeah, but they're still not here.
Yeah. Maybe they're on it right now. What day is it that we came home? Let me see.
It's the first.
Is it the first right now?
Oh, it's the 6th.
6th.
My bad.
Oh, okay. So that explains where Mom
Okay.
and Dad are. They're on their anniversary trip. And then
What does it say?
charity.
No,
What? Oh, what? Let me.
can't make it. Send regrets
Yeah, regrets.
to Rick's wedding.
Nice.
Charity junk pickup. On the
Basement
10th.
at noon.
Dentist for Sam. Not anymore.
There we go. Forest Loop Trail hike event going on for a couple days there. Church potluck. Scalloped potatoes? Do not bring scalloped potatoes. Those are awful. What does it say?
I've never met a scalloped potato I actually like.
Elementary. Oh, nope, that's not the right Zoom. Let's try this. Cushing Elementary Public Areas. No. Okay. At least we finally figured out where the hell Mom and Dad are. Hello?
I was just gonna keep going. Thanks, Britt.
You're welcome. I'm a good daughter. Read letter.
That one's yours.
Congratulations on your new position, dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier. Having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest, and very much look forward to welcoming you on your new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. on May 1st. Signed, Bruce Pendleton.
That was back in April.
Yeah. So,
She's already started.
yeah, and she definitely moved on from Rick. She's like, Rick was definitely serious about his girlfriend. Guess what?
There's some of this over.
Yes. Yes. Wait. Yes.
Come on, come on.
Yes. Can I start carrying stuff from all of the other rooms and just put it all in the kitchen?
No, we're not gonna be here forever.
Oh, I hit myself in the head.
Karma.
These are really ransacked and emptied out. Jesus.
Jesus, Sam.
She really went through this.
That or they may have been renovating because, like, the sink's out, too.
Yeah. I guess that makes partial sense, but kitchen. Salad dressing. Potato chips. Ketchup. Alright, fine. I won't throw all of this on the ground. Except for this.
Hippos.
Careful.
I was gonna
Hippopotamus.
say, it's the hippopotamus. This cereal is bottomless.
Got to go to the room. Alright, nothing much else of interest in here. Just go through. Wait,
That is
trash
very
can? Trash can? Nope. That's what's right here.
Is this the garage? Right. Too heavy for you to toss.
I guess so. The Accidental Pariah. Is that the first one?
No, that wasn't the first one.
Yeah, you're right, because it's another.
And he just keeps going with these. The first two didn't do so well, and he's just like, nope, I'm gonna keep turning them out.
I guess it's like a family thing, because Sam has also been writing the same story for the last 18 years.
Yeah, but Sam hasn't published hers.
True. You want to do that one?
Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimensions is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, and the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out-there mass market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. Jesus Christ, one sentence is a goddamn paragraph.
Clearly.
We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie-like, timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake Men, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's Oft Band, Venusian Illustrators. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal to the 20th century civilization anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes of our modern suburban America once, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves.
I do not know.
Like, some of these sentences don't make sense.
That's
I don't
why
even
you're
know
a
if I'm just,
publisher,
like,
not a reader.
Yeah, I don't even know if, like, I'm just reading them wrong, or they just don't make sense.
They just don't make sense. It's okay.
It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work, since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want to supply a new forward for the books to appear in brand new edition of The Accidental Savior, The Accidental Pariah, and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds. Contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you, and to thrusting your work screaming back into this sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off,
Kaz?
Mids Kaczynski, publisher.
Huh. That must have been exciting for the dad. Because
Weird as fuck.
he's had such a bad run, and then suddenly there's somebody that, like,
Even though
gets
they're
it.
weird as fuck.
They are weird as fuck, but they get it after all this time. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary June 3rd through 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. So, she was, like, grounded for all time, but they still, like, left her
Only
alone
till
for
the
a
end of the
weekend.
month, but I
Oh,
don't
guess so.
remember when that said. Because that was when school was still going on.
That's true.
It's June now, so school will be over. School.
Cute. Don't
Get
have,
outta
oh, okay, that's recycling. I was gonna say, don't keep your milk out here.
There's a wait. Turn around. There's Sam's name tag.
Crown burger.
Ask me about clown combos.
At first, I thought that said condos or condoms.
Yeah, ask me about condoms.
We
Specifically
appreciate
clown
a lady who appreciates value.
Come back when you've got some money, buddy. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have a run of the whole house till you leave. Imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to our usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer.
Sam, we should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them.
Lonnie, you're gross.
Don't do it in your parents' bed. Do not do it in your parents' bed. I'm just saying. You're gonna want to just trust me on this one.
Oh, did you ever go back in editing and like check and see what that note said?
Oh, no. The one that was like their first time.
Yeah.
I forgot to. I'll have to do it later. Maybe it's best that I don't know. So, now what?
You didn't inspect the whole house. There's still other parts.
Oh, okay.
Down in the back.
That's a nice painting. Got a good, kind of pointillism piece there. And, boats. What are you? What are you? Booted out Girl Scout. Scout, not Scout. A going away show for Lonnie D. Last show ever. Saturday, June 3rd. So she, oh yeah, she was shipping out here real soon, wasn't she?
$3.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage.
She got a band.
When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her.
So this was the day before.
Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt.
Aw, poor girl.
I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Ouch. I want to go to Barcelona. It's got some cool stuff going on there. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I have had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad, And Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It's from a strange alien world. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I am headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie.
I'm sure she was definitely out of money after
Oh.
going to Amsterdam.
Gone forever.
Gotta spend all your money on drugs and hookers when you're in Amsterdam.
That's the whole reason you go there. That's a nice bathroom right here. Can we flush the toilet? Home cook.
That's a good place to
Risotto!
keep it. Risotto!
It's raw!
Dissing you, puppy.
Green apple. Alright, nothing interesting here. That was just your bathroom area.
This looks like a mud room,
Yeah,
which are more things we don't have in Arizona.
yeah.
You kind of need rain to get mud.
That still works. Anything in there?
Some softy.
Get this off my
Softly.
Yes. Ooh, ooh, what do we got?
Already
already-
folded pants.
Oh, with a note in them.
Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is
This thing.
this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. Stop licking me, Fenders. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday. When I'm settled at a base and you're done with college and you're a famous rider and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different and we can be together. Until then, oh,
Aww. See, they will be together. Oh, there's some undies. See, being in the army, I mean, that's a time apart, but it can work. Oh, we found their pot.
there's a greenhouse out here.
It's kind of cool.
The house is huge.
I know, it has its own goddamn greenhouse. What else have we got here? We gotta be coming up near the end, I feel like. This is grab book. Accidental Pariah. It's got a bunch
The
of
notes.
sticking out of it, but I can't seem to look at them. And Accidental Savior. What do we got here? Accidental Human. Sounds like the title of like a Regina Spektor song. Strong Pines, a couples counseling retreat. Aw, mom and dad are making it work. Oh, that's
where they're going.
Yep. Good for them though. I mean, they're finding a new love.
Besides Ranger Rick.
Besides,
Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. Yeah, I'll say it is.
yeah.
I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and the weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence L. Greenbrier. Look at his
Aw.
fucking letterhead.
I know. I was just like gonna say something about that too. I'm excited for him though. I mean, like,
And his jazz cup.
he wasn't necessarily like an awful dad. Just not
Not
a
a great
very
Not a great one and not a great husband.
yeah. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell's heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when that familiar route in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you saved this time will be your own. It kind of reminds me of like what his dad was telling him, like write without the tropes and stuff like that.
Mm.
That was good writing, but leaned too heavily on.
There's a
We'll do it. Oh. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Does that mean like that's where they're running away?
I guess maybe we head back there.
Yeah. It's in the flight.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. We worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more.
Was that the last one?
And I didn't know what I was going to do,
Was that the last one?
In this
and
area?
I cried,
Yeah, I think so.
and she held me.
Okay, looks like it.
She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
The bitch didn't even wake her up to say goodbye.
Maybe it was easier. So there's one more
Secret door.
secret door. I don't know where.
It goes out. It's under the stairs, so you can look at your map again. I think it's on the other side of
Okay.
the stairs. Alright, look at your map. Come on, where it is.
It was like right next to the stairs, so maybe.
Other
it's-
side.
Yeah. So sad. Don't go to the army. Dude.
Possession and exorcism. Interacting with the supernatural and releasing unwanted spirits.
Noted psychologist Christine. I just don't know that.
In another book.
Oscar. It's his pharmacy.
Tag. Must be a picture of him. Yep, same one that was on the obituary.
Good looking guy. Good looking guy. Oop, I bet that's the.
It is. It says attic right on it.
It's a huge ass piece of chalk. Get out of here.
Big sidewalk chalk. He snaps.
Snaps and the food pyramid. This looks like a soda. A tiki key. Alright.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs.
She ain't even been
I'm just
gone a day
waiting to
yet.
hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
There's 6 stairs.
Looks like a face.
Ooh, look at the face.
Oh, come up here. Are we gonna find her? Watch her take all that stuff and run away just to stay up in here, but. We're stuck. Aw, stop crying all over it. Stay strong, big ass. I love you, Mommy.
Oh my god. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us."
Haven't graduated yet, girl.
And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
That's so cute. Well, that explains.
You could turn the light off.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like they're developing pictures right now.
Yeah. So that she did. She went off to be with her so they could be together. Yay! Yay! That makes me so happy.
You're not looking at the picture.
Oh. Aww. It's their hearts. To me, that says like Sierra and Lynette, though. Which is my
Why
sister's
Lynette?
first and middle name.
Oh.
Her middle name is Lynette. Here we
It's
go.
gonna be like, she liked the psychologist that much that you just think of her.
No. Here we go. This has got to be the final thing.
Letters to Katie. Do not read if you're not Katie.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Love, Sam.
Oh, that was really good. Oh, I bet this is the song she dedicated to her.
Right.
But she said she dedicated the last song.
By the Fulbright Company.
We never quite figured out what was up with the uncle.
There wasn't a story about the other.
No.
Sarah Grayson as Sam and Sarah Molly as Toby.
Oh yeah, she did have like that one message in the beginning. The one where she's like,
Oh, yeah.
"You don't have to pick me up, really."
Music of Heavens to Bethany, Bratmobile, and the Youngins.
Oh, that was like their real names. I'm gonna skip over some of those. Oh, we don't get a little top screen anymore. But anyway, that was really good. I really loved this game. And it was so cleverly put together, how it was so story rich through discovering the house. And I mean, obviously we were getting those letters from our sister, but the stuff about like our dad and our mom, that was all just discovered through what we found in the house.
And Ranger Rick.
And about Ranger Rick. That was awesome, though. Any final comments?
I don't, because I had already seen this game. I already knew that this game was really good, really well made. I don't think that the people who made this game have done anything else, but
Not
they
that I've
should.
seen. Yeah, absolutely. This was so rich and so good, and I loved that it, was so real. Like, this is something that I feel like a lot of people have gone through and are still going through. So, I'm glad that it had a happy ending. But thank you so much for joining us for our very first complete playthrough.
Yeah.
If you did like the series and you want to see more from us, please do subscribe. It would really mean the world to us.
And you can go ahead and hit the like button if you did like it. And I guess we're going to move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm excited. So many games out there to play. So many. But, yeah, thank you again for listening into this one and watching this and going through this adventure with us. And thank you.
Longer last episode that it will be.
Yeah, a little bit longer, but it's okay. But for now, bye.